Holy motivation against all odds. I was never supposed to do what I've done. I had free lunch growing up. I had hand-me-downs. I had to share my room with my brothers. I have never lived on my own. I have always had a roommate. It took me 3 times to pass my driver's license test. I scored 890 on my SAT and then 920 the second time. I had an admission counselor laugh at my aspirations to go to school. People left and stopped believing in me. I've been benched. I've been looked over. I've been put last on lists. I've been ignored. I've been scorned. I've been dissed. I've been hated on. I've been ostracized. I've been plotted against. I've been laughed at. I've been made fun of. I've been embarrassed in those tough times. Isolation is where I found myself. In the darkness with God, in the midst of cleaning up my messes, in the midst of financial crisis, in the midst of being used and lied to, in the midst of having my reputation destroyed, in the midst of watching everyone I know succeed and live joyfully, in the midst of all the nights spent studying just to squeeze out a C, D, or F, in the midst of looking at myself in the mirror, I read scripture and prayed until I found something deep down inside, until I saw something burning in my eyes, until I felt something driving me forward, until I thought of everything I wanted to achieve, until I looked at the calamities of others I knew, until I looked at the trajectory that I was on. In that moment, I had a paradigm shift. I asked, what's important now? I decided to win. It was me against the world. To win. Nobody was going to cheer me on. Nobody was going to do it for me. Nobody was going to see all my effort. Nobody was going to lift me up when I was broken. Nobody was going to pay the bills. Nobody was going to look out for my little brother. Nobody was going to take care of my mom. Nobody was going to uplift my sister. Nobody was going to have my older brother's back. Nobody was going to carry this heavy load. Nobody could fill the void of losing my father. I had to be first in the library, in the gym, in sprints at practice, in volunteering. See, I couldn't speak publicly without stuttering, mumbling, or losing my train of thought. Form sentences to express my thoughts with clarity without freezing. Understand how the world worked. Grasp business industries, technology, systems architecture, or software programming. Comprehend computer engineering, cloud computing, or AI. Write, blog, or author a book. Create inspirational quotes or motivational speeches. Command a group of people or instruct them on changing their lives. Teach others how to accomplish what's possible. I had to be last at the party, at the event, at the get-together, but I refused to let my past dictate my future. I was determined to win against all odds, against all stats, against all facts, against all competition, against all pushback, against all rejection, against all poor grades, against all the trauma, against all the baggage, against all the comments, against all losses, against it all. And I did. I became stronger. I became wiser. I became someone who could stand in any room and hold my ground. I became someone who refused to be counted out. I stopped waiting for permission. I stopped seeking validation. I stopped letting circumstances define me. Because winning wasn't just about success. It was about proving to myself that I was capable, that no matter where I started, I had the power to change my path. I don't need the odds in my favor. I don't need the perfect conditions. I don't need approval. All I need is faith, resilience, and the will to keep going. I am not a statistic. I am not a product of my environment. I am not what they said I would be. I am proof that no matter how many times life knocks you down, if you refuse to quit, you will rise.